how did you feel when media slashed down your career? I mean, after the flops, after a couple of flops, they were very harsh on Hrithik Roshan. What actually was your feeling?
Um, I actually, a lot of things happened. Initially, I smiled, I laughed because I found it very funny. Because initially, after Kaho Na Pyaar Hai, I was a one film wonder, termed as a one film wonder by a lot of people. Then suddenly, after K3G, I became a two film wonder. Now, after Koi Mil Gaya, I'm a three film wonder. And maybe after 50 years, I will be a 50 film wonder. So I used to wonder if these, things are important and whether I should waste my time even thinking about it. It doesn't matter at all. I mean, no man or magazine can predict or foretell the destiny of another man. So if it is in my destiny to be here for the next 55 years, 60 years, 70 years as an actor, I will, and nobody will be able to take that away from me. And if I'm finished, as some magazines had on, big statement on the cover of the magazine saying I'm finished. If that's my destiny, if that was my destiny, I could not do anything about it. So if it was in my destiny to be finished, fine. But if it was in my destiny to be here for the next 50 years, that's what I would be. That's what I would be doing. So why be afraid of some man with a pen foretelling my future when I know that he cannot do that? And the paradox of the whole situation was that the magazine was selling because of my face on the cover, and it had finished on it. So I mean, the paradox is right there. I mean, they're using my face to sell my magazine, and I later find out that that issue was a sellout. So my face was still selling. They had me on the cover of a magazine, and So I thought that if at my expense somebody is able to put food on the table of his family, so be it.
Okay, but what exactly went wrong? After the release of Kabhi Khushi Kabhie until the release of Koi Mil Gaya,
Right.
the middle span,
Right.
what exactly went wrong? Do you feel that because all the films which you did in between of that, was the films of good makers, good banners?
Well, I think my Fiza was my second film, which got me a lot of acclaim, which was a success at the box office. Yes, not as big as Kaho Na Pyaar Hai, which, in comparison to which it is looked upon as like as a failure, but it's not really a failure. It was successful all over the world actually. Mission Kashmir, because of its fantastic initial, made everybody happy. Yadein was a failure. K3G again was a historical hit, and then came Aap Mujhe, which also bombed at the box office. I think the audience is very intelligent. I think the subconscious self of my audience, our audience, is very strong. Right from the promos of Aap Mujhe, they could tell that this is a project, a proposal to, it wasn't looking honest. It wasn't looking honest. It was using, it was taking a lot from Kaho Na Pyaar Hai and repackaging it and giving it back to the audience. That's what it was doing. They could see the motive behind the film, which I think to a certain extent was true. Now that I reflect back and I try and judge it. As hard as we all worked, honestly, but the base of the foundation was not right. The reason why I signed the film was maybe not right. The reason why we did all the things we did in the film maybe were determined by other motives than the heart. It was about, okay, Hrithik can dance well. Okay, let's put one item number. Climax. Okay, let's make it action, because that it was more calculation than heart, which I think the audience just sniffed out right before the release of the film, which is why it didn't even get an opening. Then came Na Tum Jano Na Hum, which was a very special film. I still enjoy watching that film sometimes, but I think that film came about 6-7 years too late. It was about love through letters, and letters, the computers, it was the computer age, it was the age of technology, and here we were talking about love through letters, so it just didn't, the people didn't digest that. Then came MDK, which again, yes, bombed at the box office, though it took a good start, but failed, which was, I think, a slap on all our faces, the director, me, everybody involved with the film, on our overconfident faces, because the script looked so perfect that we missed a very essential ingredient, that visual love is stronger than love through letters, and the character of the hero went wrong because it took him 3 seconds to flip his love from one girl to the other, which is not really, I don't know how we actually, I'm shocked at myself that while enacting that scene, I did not think of it. It didn't occur. So that was a slap on all our faces.
Don't you feel, after seeing that movie, don't you feel offended? When you see this sketch of that character, when you see him, don't you feel that Surat Bhatia have not given justice?
No, it's not that Mr. Barjatia didn't do justice. No, not at all. In fact, I would do a Main Prem Ki Diwani all over again, just to get the chance, the opportunity to work with Mr. Barjatia, because it was great working with him. I have some memories. I have been a student. I've learned a lot. What happened with Main Prem Ki Diwani was that in subtext, that character was perfect. In subtext, he was an orphan who never got much love in his childhood. He went through a lot of torment, a lot of pain. So he grew up building this fake exterior around him. He decided that it's enough of being sad. He decided to be happy, and then he was happy with a vengeance. Even so much as he had a bag which said "I'm happy," just to remind him that no matter what, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy about the sun. He looks at the sun. It's a bright day. I'm happy. So he had a fake exterior which was built because of the pain inside. He was hiding a lot of pain inside, which to protect that heart of his, he had built a fake exterior. On top of that, he was happy with a vengeance. So that was also a pushed emotion. And he had to look all that. He had to look like he is abnormal. He had to look over the top. Now, how else? Now, this is the brief of that character that I got. Now, how else do you play an over-the-top character with a fake exterior and a pushed emotion other than by being all of that? But sadly, in the film, that subtext did not get expressed, which is why it just, it just all you saw was the exterior, and you never got to see the reason why he is like that. Mainly because I think the film was from the point of view of the girl, which is why that was left to the intelligence of the audience. But no complaints. In all humility, I accept all the criticism against me, because it is my responsibility. I am the actor, so that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Though I would, even now, seeing Mr. Barjatia's smiling face after a shot, or getting a pat from him on my back after a shot, still means more to me than all the things that people are saying against me, or were saying against me. So it's all, it's all part of the game. Sometimes you look good in a film. It's like in Koi Mil Gaya, if my character was not if the foundation was not established, and you suddenly in a normal film had me turn like that and talk to you like that, you'll be like, oh, what's wrong with Hrithik, man? What's he doing? So it's the same thing. So people have confused the character with my performance. And Mr. Barjatia told me that they will do that. he was absolutely aware of how the people would react. The people to who the sensibility of the film would not appeal to would react. Because the people to who the sensibility of the film has appealed to have gone crazy about the film. They've gone crazy about me, and sometimes I used to be shocked that these girls were like going absolutely crazy about my performance in Main Prem Ki, and I used to like keep looking at them, wondering if they're being sarcastic or what. But they actually genuinely fell in love with me, fell in love with the character, they fell in love with the film, and it's done amazingly in the US, UK, in places like Bihar. The interiors, it's done very, very well in a lot of places.
Do you feel that after the release of Koi Mil Gaya, it has been proved that you give a good role to Hrithik Roshan and Hrithik Roshan will bounce back with flying colours?
Any actor for that matter. An actor is, I think, it's a director's medium. There's only so much that the actor can do, and I am myself an aspiring actor. I still don't know it all. In fact, I think I know very, very little. All I know is that I will give it my best shot. Whatever I get to do, I will do it honestly. I will give it my life. And then, of course, it's in the hands of God.